We have two very powerful academia with us in our panel in South Asia. One is our Director for Academic Affairs of Marketing Society of Bangladesh, Professor Dr. Enam Ekehok. My question to him, and he is the Dean of School of Economics of East West University. Professor Enam, if you can unmute and just,
Yes.
Yes, you are there. Sir, to you, my question is, how do you really see, this post-COVID world would be, we marketers, we are giving a lot of, strategies or direction, how brands should, behave, how we should adapt technology. But in terms of consumers, in terms of economy, how do you really see this new world is coming up, and what are the challenges that you see?
So thank you very much. Thank you for the invitation, and probably I will try to put my thoughts in this particular presentation. And my objective is to bring it from the experience of Bangladesh. I think Bangladesh has been a miracle for many years, and now it has done probably another miracle, the way I look at it. I'm not sure whether you would agree with it, but let us see. And that will change the way we see the product markets. Last year, despite COVID, economy of Bangladesh grew by almost 5.5%. We lost 3% of the economic growth because of the COVID, but the economy continued to grow. This year, expectation is more than 6% economic growth, despite COVID, despite the lockdown. So we were, for example, this year, right now, we are in a lockdown for the last 6 weeks, almost more than that. And the lockdown has been on and off, and there has been a lot of issues dealing with. So the question that we see, and the reason I'm going to the post-COVID, is to see how we move from here to the future. And if you look at the big, is it a question that is it the big brands that have done so, the economic growth, or is it the SME, small industries, or it is the individuals? Give you an interesting data. 35,000 people are now selling online in Bangladesh. Now, to give you a perspective, Bangladesh economy is as big as a Malaysian economy. 25,000 SMEs are working online in Bangladesh, 72% growth rate. And roughly this year they have reached this was almost non-existent to now about $20 billion a year. And this has happened, I would say, some brilliant people who have never been trained in marketing probably, but did a good job. Let us see them. So I'm showing a video. I hope you can hear the video. So this lady, probably, I don't know her, but it's probably a person, housewife, started using Facebook, not any other. So it's a digital marketing, but digital product selling, but using Facebook. And she comes on a live show to sell her products. So she shows a product, and that has become a trend in many of them. So see how product line. So she's not just online, but also she's doing some. This is another thing. Just to give you an idea, online non-live advertising is also there, and these are all on personal web page, Facebook page. So I'm just this is another way of showing, because this person probably do not want to show her face on the television, on the mobile. But remember, watch carefully. These are all mobile based, not even just a simple mobile they're using. So she is actually using mobile camera to show, but without showing her face. That's another way of selling their product. These are some of the online. These are groceries. You can see that 1 hour delivery right here. Thank you. So if I now look into this, when I look into this as a COVID world, I think whatever happens, this world will stay more or less similar for, even if there is no COVID, people have already moved online. One of the brilliant idea that I liked, and I think you can think about it, when you are selling online, you are dealing with educated as well as people who cannot read English and cannot write, cannot place an order by online. So these are the people who have used messengers to actually connect to them. And that's been true for most of the products in Bangladesh. I thought that's a brilliant idea. Most of them may not be even trained in a formal marketing strategies, but they have adopted and they have really reached out to the customers who are staying home. I think in future, and this is lesson from there in future, if you're looking at it, I think you have to look into the focus on quality, and this is how that either will survive or will die. That is important. They have to, because we are going to have less and less human touch. I doubt, in my sense, whether people will go back to the same shopping spree as people have been there on a mall, because a lot of things will be available online, and there are all these issues that have come. But at the same time, marketeers must come out with a strategy on ethical standard of fraudulent delivery. So you deliver, buy one product, you deliver a different product. That has been an issue in Bangladesh also. I'm pretty sure it's in many cases. So these were smaller individuals. You have to think about how to organize them in order to make this product delivery go as it is. Fraudulent transactions, that is very not uncommon. And also delivery monitoring. This is where the new issues will come. You will be monitoring your delivery. Some of the companies, global companies have done it, but there is a lot of Bangladeshi companies now. I think if I'm looking into it, the pricing strategy for selling a product will be almost gone. There will be strategies that you will find out softwares are coming, which will be crawling softwares. It will tell you exactly who is selling at what price, which basically tells you that the strategy for marketing has to be on quality, on empathy, and responsibility to the customers. That is how I think the new marketing code of ethics has to be developed. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Anam. I actually really wanted this perspective to come in because we had been only talking from a more from a marketer's and brand marketing point of view, but we really wanted some, generic point of view from an economist who understands economy, who understands overall people, in which direction it is going. A macroeconomic perspective was very much required, and that is exactly what you have brought in, the technological shift that is bringing in the country, and the kind of adaptation that is required for marketers and also for the economy to really go forward. And what I really liked from your presentation is that you highlighted that this crisis has given birth to more than 35,000 individual entrepreneurs who do not have the professional skill, but they have largely contributed in development of the economy, in keeping the economy alive, in keeping the GDP alive. And what we term them as, that maybe it is not formal e-commerce, but it is the F-commerce and it is the L-commerce, the live commerce, live show, L-commerce that we use as, the terms. Through that, they have really transformed this crisis into an opportunity. What we understand is what we now need to bring in this sector is professionalism through right skills. And in due course, what you also mentioned about this web crawling softwares, which will, force everyone to come on a level playing field in terms of pricing without quality and promise and reliability, actually, it will be difficult for brands and companies to sustain. Thank you so much.